Nick Fuentes is a self-described Nazi. Spotify recently reinstated his account. Briefly, they were forced to take it back down because, oh yeah, he's a Nazi. And because he quickly became the number one podcast on Spotify. Bad for the brand when a Nazi is doing better than Joe Rogan. Fuentes in the past has mocked and denied the Holocaust, said it was 200,000 tops. He called for bringing back Jim Crow laws, complained that Chicago has too many N-words, but he said the actual N-word, said most women want to be raped. He's a huge proponent of the Great Replacement theory and believes America is only for white Christians. In other words, he's a Republican and obviously a huge Trump supporter. They dined together at Mar-a-Lago about 3 years ago. And afterwards, Trump said, I have no idea who he is. Fuentes was a big proponent of the Stop the Steal lie. Over the years, he has grown critical of Trump due to Trump's pro-Israel stance. Tucker Carlson recently had Nick Fuentes on his program, lobbed softball questions, and we learned that Tucker's brother might in fact be a huge fan of Nick Fuentes, as are young white male congressional staffers working for Republicans. There are more young white male Republican congressional staffers who love Nick Fuentes than anyone is willing to admit. The dirty, dark secret on Capitol Hill is practically all the male Republican congressional staffers under the age of 25 love Nick Fuentes. We see it in the young Republican chat rooms, but people like JD Vance deny there's a problem of racism or anti-Semitism among young Republicans. He says they're just joking. Meanwhile, on December 13th, the Young Republican Club of New York will honor Marcus Fronmeier at their annual gala. Fronmeier is deputy chairman of the Alternative for Germany parliamentary group. Before Germany's election this year, the Young Republicans of New York endorsed Alternative for Germany in a press release where they stated, Alternative for Germany, über alles. And if you don't get the über alles reference and why it's so telling and offensive, well, you should. You should find out why über alles is offensive. Alternative for Germany is now that nation's second most popular party. It's lousy with neo-Nazis. The party calls for the remigration of all Muslims. They say send all Muslims, citizens or non-citizens, back to where they came from. They oppose multiculturalism, obviously, and they say it's time for Germany to stop feeling guilty about the Holocaust. And the Young Republicans in New York are honoring Marcus Fronmeier, deputy chairman of the Alternative for Germany party, later this week. By the way, as far back as 2017, German intelligence labeled this guy a Russian asset totally controlled by Vladimir Putin. It goes without saying he is adamantly opposed to Germany providing weapons to Ukraine. Thanks to what is known as the firewall, despite being the second most popular party in Germany, Alternative for Germany is not being included in the coalition government. JD Vance visited Germany earlier this year, delivered a speech where he lectured German leaders on how Alternative for Germany is only filled with people who love their country. And he said they are entitled to be part of the government. Marco Rubio has also condemned Germany for locking Alternative for Germany out of the coalition government. Marco Rubio coming to the defense of neo-Nazis. Rubio knows he's Cuban, right? Okay. Well, with racism, anti-Semitism, misogyny,